Hi there everyone, yeah, so this will probably be one of the last videos I do with this hairstyle before I get my haircut basically. So yeah, I thought I'd do another video now, and so I'm going to get my haircut soon, so I wanted to do another video. And in this one I wanted to sort of talk about, I kind of wanted to talk about the default options that people usually get, say if they go to university. I think I said this before in the previous video, I sort of wanted to reiterate it. If you do the default option would be to go to get your grades at school, go to GCSEs, A levels, university, and get like a good profession, like be a lawyer, be an accountant, do something to do with computers, do something that you can earn a good wage and a good living. But the way times have changed, and the way the technological world that we're living in at the moment, that's not necessarily the case. That's not necessarily the foreground that needs to be followed straight away. What people can do is they can do something, maybe to do with music, to do with sport, to do with some sort of entertainment industry, to do with getting on TV if they want to. They can do more out of their profession that wasn't necessarily as easy to get into back in the day. Because I suppose my parents, a lot of our parents, they were brought up in the days where doing the default option to go to university and getting grades was sort of the traditional way. And if you didn't do that, you probably wouldn't earn a very good living. The option to be like a musical artist and put stuff on like streaming services and things, it's a lot easier to do now, and it's a lot easier to get yourself out there with the internet as well. It's a lot easier to kind of apply for jobs, and the internet wasn't really a thing back in the day. I mean, I don't think it even existed to the 90s. Google, did it? Google wasn't in the 90s. I think it was 80s or something, but you know what I mean, it wasn't really around in the day. But the way times have changed, it's become, I suppose, a lot easier to do things that weren't that simple, and now they've become a lot more simpler. And I thought I'd quickly say this, because obviously I think that's a key thing to mention, is that don't just go for what used to be the norm back in the day, because times are changing constantly. Even now they've got like times are constantly changing. Whether it's veganism, whether it's celebrating 50 years of Pride, whether it's celebrating equality for all, whether it's fighting against sort of discrimination. Times change quickly, and because of those times that are changing, we've got to move through. For future generations, we've got to carry ourselves forward. So that's what I'm saying, like jobs and stuff. You don't have to do a certain profession that seems possible back in the day, because I never went to a lot of people didn't. I think one of the most famous musicians, Ed Sheeran, he said he never went to university, and look how well his successful his music has gotten. So I think with this new age of sort of technology, I think I was saying technology isn't amazing really. It can be quite sort of looking at the people's lives, whatever. But I mean, you've got to look at the advantages of it, and I suppose getting yourself out there and applying for stuff, and like putting yourself forward and saying, I want to be this, I want to be a sort of music, I want to put my music up here, I don't want to be submit to this place, I want to put it on Spotify here, I want to try to see if I can play for this football club, be in the local team, I want to apply for them online. The internet sort of opens the barriers for things that weren't always all that easily possible back in the day. And even producing music has changed as well. So I think you just got to think of how times have changed, and use it as like a benefit. Realise that things aren't the way they were in the 70s and the 80s when your parents were young. Things have changed, and sometimes our parents may be sort of stuck in that sort of time zone where they think that's the only way it can go. But times are constantly changing. No matter what issue or sort of what topic you look at, times are always changing. Times are changing. Just about all the time with any subject, any topic. So I think you've got to look at what you want to do in the future, and don't look to the past necessarily. Look to what you want to accomplish. Like I say, you don't have to go to university. You like I said, no one's going to be a famous musician or famous sort of football. I'm not saying you're going to be that anytime soon. I'm just saying you don't have to do the default option. Sort of move away. Look outside the box and don't look at default options. Sort of move away from it. And sort of look at things that you want to do, because like I said, there's a saying that if you love what you're doing, if you enjoy what you're doing, you never have to work a day in your life, do you? If you enjoy it, it's not really classed as work if you really love it that much. So that's what I'd say. But it's probably going to be one of my last videos. Sorry, going off topic actually. It's probably going to be one of the last videos with me this year, because I think I'm probably going to get a haircut next week. I think, because I think it's sort of I'm going to probably get a haircut next week because this hair's a bit sort of over the place. But no, I hope you take something from that, and well, hair's all over the place. Leave it at that.